Hello, this is Vanessa Freeman Smith, and this is part 2 of my journey with colon cancer, or stage 4 colon cancer, I should say. I think I left off in part 1, that the part that when I was in the hospital and the doctor said how long I had to live, etc. Anyway, I heard later that my daughters were very upset. The two of them went into the ladies' room and prayed, and said a powerful prayer. And God heard them, because not long after that, it could have been the next day, but shortly after, another doctor walked in. Oh, what a blessing. Dr. Michael Gutman, Levittown, PA, an oncologist. Anyway, Dr. Gutman walked in, and we started, I asked him, I said, how long do I have? Am I going to die? And I think my daughters had questions, and Dr. Gutman said, wait. If you, or if your mother, was one of those patients that were about to die, I would tell you that. He said, your mother's not one of those patients. There's hope. There's so many new medications. Your mother has a chance. There is hope. I'm not going to put a limit or a time on your mother's life. And he just he uplifted my spirit. I mean, you don't know. I can't even put into words how great it felt to hear him say that. And my daughters, you could see their faces light up. It was just beautiful. Dr. Gutman was my doctor from that point on, and he's still my doctor today. I was in the hospital for about a month. I was in ICU after surgery. I was in ICU for about a couple of weeks. They had me on a morphine drip, the thing where you push the button every time you felt pain. And it was painful. I was in a lot of pain. Physical therapist came in to try to get me, when it was time to get me out of bed, try to get me to walk. I had to wear that tight belt around my stomach. Actually, the one that they ordered was not tight enough. And it was this nurse in ICU, this one nurse that just gave me a hard time. The physical therapist said that I would get out of bed when they returned. And this nurse was determined to do it her way. She wanted me out of bed right there and then. I tried to get up, and I just screamed. It was so painful. The belt was too loose. They had given me this pillow made of pads that you put under you, I guess, on the bed or whatever. And they just created this pillow-like pad that I could hold myself and press onto my stomach. And that's what I did. It was like it felt like everything was just falling out of my body, or about to fall out of my body. So I held it in, and I tried my best. I wanted to get well. I wanted to walk. I wanted to be able to get around. So I tried, but it didn't work out. I ended up having to wait for the physical therapist. But this nurse, I could tell you, out of the experience I've had since I've been in hospitals, since I've been sick, this had to be the worst nurse that I've had. I mean, it was like she had no feeling. She was cold. She didn't care if you were in pain. It was like she was torturing me, but I made it through, praise God. I made it through. So my sister did come in from Illinois, and I have to mention my sister Chrissy was there the whole time as well. She's local, so she was able to be there the day of surgery and throughout. But my sister Cassie, my youngest sister, flew in from Illinois, and I remember she got in bed with me and lay beside me and held my hand to encourage me. She was very supportive, and she stayed there with me all day, maybe overnight. I was kind of out of it, but I remember her talking to the doctors, to the nurses, and she was on top of it. My whole family was, but that particular time I remember my sister Cassie being there for a very long period of time with me. I started to get better. They moved me to a regular room. And I remember one of my sisters from the Order of Eastern Stars, Masonic. I remember my sister, Kelly, coming in one day when my family wasn't there. They gave me a break. I guess I was asleep. No one was there. That was unusual. But no one was there. And she came in, and I was kind of out of it. I remember her being there. I don't remember everything I said. I believe I fell asleep on her. But she bought me this beautiful ensemble night clothes, pajamas, very beautiful black and white ensemble, and earrings. And I remember her dressing me. She said something like, "Girl, you got to get out of these hospital clothes or whatever," because I didn't feel like changing. I mean, they helped me change into new hospital gowns, but I didn't even think about, having anyone bring anything else to me to wear. But she dressed me, and I thank her for that. It's just wonderful to have good family, good friends. They really helped me along. I received so much encouragement. People say that I'm an inspiration, but I received so much encouragement from others. I was inspired by other stories. I was inspired by my doctor, my oncologist. I was inspired by my family and friends, and I thank them all for that. I cannot thank them enough. Praise God. Praise God. I don't want to leave a long video because the last one, my part 1, was like maybe 12 minutes long, so I'm trying to make these brief. But this was my hospital stay. I had a lot of visitors. I had some experiences in the hospital that it's hard to talk about. Just having people wash you up, having to not be able to get up and go to the bathroom, and it wasn't a good feeling. And I pray to my Lord that I don't have to go back to that anytime soon. I know we all have to leave this world. We have to leave this place at some point or another, but I'm not ready to go yet. And I will continue to pray because prayer is powerful. God hears. He hears our prayers. And I thank each and every one of you who have prayed for me. I've had so many people pray for me. I've been touched by so many people. They have touched my heart. I cannot express the gratitude that I have in words. And I thank you all for this has been a journey. But not a horrible journey, because I've become wiser. And I've learned more, and I've learned to slow down and enjoy each day to the fullest, and to stay in the moment, just enjoy. And I ask you, and I tell you, please, just enjoy your life, because you never know. You just never know. I didn't. I worked hard. I traveled back and forth on the road every weekend. I was always on the go, not, just to be supportive of the family, and not on the go like partying or anything like that. I just had to be near my family, and my mother was sick, and I worried about my dad, and there was just so much going on, and I didn't slow up. I didn't slow up to look at myself and to take care of myself. And I tell everyone, don't take your health for granted. Take care of yourself. Believe in the power of prayer, for God is listening. Thank you. I'm out.